What's up, everyone? Once again, it's your boy DC Moto, back at it again. Another moto vlog for you guys. Hope you enjoyed my first video. If you didn't get a chance to see it yet, just go back and rewind. Or you can watch this one first, however you feel. But make sure you check out my first video, my first vlog ever on a motorcycle. And hope you enjoy this one, guys. As you can see, this one's gonna be about your first bike, your options, your preferences, how you guys feel about getting the first bike, and my opinion as well, obviously. So like I said, guys, you know, as you guys already know from viewing my first video, my first bike was technically a scooter. Technically a 150cc scooter. Had it registered, insured, and everything, and technically I was supposed to have a license for it, but I'm not going to admit to anything furthermore at this time. But like I said, I rode that scooter for a while, got me really well acclimated to riding on the road, riding something on the road. Sorry guys, I'm also fighting the weather here, so trying to beat the rain. But we'll see how that works out for me. But anyway, I really liked that scooter. It gave me that biker feeling. But I still kind of felt left out the loop, you know, because that scooter just wasn't cutting for me completely. You know, you're still missing something like at least about 40 to 50 extra miles per hour on the top end. At the time, I had no idea. So that was the best thing in the world to me. So of course I rode the heck out of that scooter. Just about rode it every day to and from work. Also I rode it to school, to class also. And it was an awesome feeling. Something new. I preferred the scooter over my car, you know, just being out there in the fresh air, being free. And you know, but it didn't last too long. You know, I still have the scooter. I just ended up upgrading to Hayansung 250 shortly after that, which also didn't last too long. But at the end of the day, I did enjoy both of my first technical bikes. My scooter being my first road bike and motorbike rather, and my Hayansung being my first motorcycle. Of course, my scooter, not top miles per hour, or whether I say just fastest speed I've ever been on it, was probably about 65 miles an hour, which is probably too fast for that governed scooter. Being with the weight and the size of the tires, it was pretty unstable when you really get up to the top speeds, and any gust of wind would definitely blow you to the side or blow you over to the lane next to you. And so that was only one of the main downfalls to the scooter. I never ridden a 50cc scooter, so I know those guys have a lot of downfalls, other than grandma blowing a horn in the minivan behind them. But yeah, so my scooter, outside of that, it just was the weight. Of course, the speed limitation was a problem, but it wasn't major because I was able to keep up with regular traffic. So anyway, after I upgraded from my scooter to my Hayansung 250, I really enjoyed that. It was an awesome upgrade. Wasn't too quick for myself. I wasn't moving ahead of myself. I definitely feel like now that I'm riding a 600, I could have jumped up to a 600, but I'm glad I went that 250 route, because I got real disciplined, and I will say that yeah, we're back to the vlogs. Once again, I do apologize for my throttle Tourette's. It happens every now and then, but yeah, back to the vlog. Going back to that 250, it was awesome also. You know, I earned a lot of discipline. You know, I'm also limited with how fast I can go and how quickly I can take off. Ironically, because I do like to take off kind of fast. But you know, I didn't know anything about, you know, taking off from 0 to 100 in, you know, less than 3 seconds. You know, I didn't know anything. I never experienced that on a bike. So that 250 was well enough power for me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the power. I enjoyed the weight. Differential. I wasn't getting blown to the next lane next to me, and with any, you know, little bit of gust of wind. So I had more stability on that bike. I think it was a proper level of hierarchy. I worked for my scooter. I got up to the 250, and now I'm riding the 600, and soon I'm sure I'll be up to the leader bike. Not sure when, but I'm pretty sure I'll grab one eventually. But every level I met, I got a little bit more discipline. I got, you know, a little bit more throttle restraint. You know, so that's the key. That would be the main reason why I would not recommend anyone starting on a 1000cc bike. You know, sure, you can do it. I could have done it. Anybody could do it. But it's the discipline that you have to earn, or that you should earn, rather. You know, I'm not your father. So the discipline that you should earn working your way up from a 250. You know, I don't recommend everybody start on a scooter now. You know, that was just my route, and it wasn't that I decided I wanted to. It's just at the time all I could afford was a scooter. So that was my first level. You know, but I recommend starting on a, you know, 250 or 300. You got the luxury of starting on 300s nowadays. So I think go ahead, grab yourself a 300 used off of Craigslist, or, you know, one of the secondhand sites on, you know, online. And once you do that, and you get your experience out there on the road, being able to handle yourself, handle your bike, you know, having a lot of, it's very forgivable being on a 250. And what I mean by being forgivable is you got a lot of leeway. You're able to gun that throttle down in gear 1 from start, from like a dead stop, and just gun that throttle all the way to the bottom, just open it all the way up, and nothing will happen. The bike might sputter a little bit. It might, you know, it might take off kind of fast, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna flip over. It's not gonna, you know, pop up in the air and throw you off the back like a bucking horse or nothing like that in reverse. So that 250 route is a great way to go, because of it gives you the ability to get more familiar with riding on the roads and protecting yourself from road drivers and insane soccer moms that just got to get their son to karate practice. That's my ideas about your beginner bike. Also, you know, some guys are concerned about, you know, upgrading. You know, if you do it the right way, you will get tired of that 250. I'm no doubt. There's some guys that ride 250s or 300s, you know, their entire, you know, time riding, or, you know, for a couple years, but it's just not for me. And I can tell you from a person that had his 250 for literally about 6 to 8 months, you're gonna get a little bit bored of it. You're gonna want something more powerful. You're gonna want something faster, something quicker. And also you're gonna want to not be called a noob, or not let it show that you're a newbie rider. And you're gonna want to be respected by everyone around you. So all the other fellow riders are gonna want to respect you and also keep up with them. So, you know, I'm all for upgrading. That's why I would recommend going and buy something used, buy a 300 used or 250 used, or even you got that Kawasaki 650. The 650 is something that is it's a little touchy. It has some nice torque on it. It'll get up in the bottom end. When I say bottom end is from your dead stop to your takeoff. You know, up until about, you know, 60-70 miles an hour. You know, the regular, you know, a freeway speed. But then after that, there's not too much left on the top end. You can move a little bit. You know, you can move above 100 eventually, but, you know, it's not that much torque in the top end like you would have on a regular 600 636 like what I got. But anyway, that's my idea of the that's my ideal way to start riding a motorcycle. Your starter bikes, your beginner bikes. There's so many. It's hard to say what's the best bike to start on, like one bike. But you know, it pick your poison. However you feel about them. Your 250 Hyosung is almost just the same as your 250 Kawasaki's or your CBRs, and now your 300, you know, Kawasaki's, and now you got, you know, the little Honda Grom running around and and stealing Halloween candy from kids and stuff. So, you know, you got so many options out there, and you know, I think you got just find what you like. It's all about the look for me. If it looks good, it feels good, then we golden. I'm gonna grab it up. So once again, guys, I appreciate you guys watching the video, listening to my comments on your first bike, on what should be your first bike, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about first bikes, and what was your first bike? What was the first bike you decided to take a stab at being a cyclist, you know, being a motorist? You know, I'd love to hear about it. And once again, guys, thanks for viewing.